When you're developing, it's sort of a double-edged sword. You've got to somehow make the best product possible while also finding the right people to use that product. And finding the right people isn't really the easiest thing. So this is kind of a two-parter. What would someone do to get known? And what would someone do to find the right partners and the right customers?
To answer the first question, and this is an answer that a lot of people know, but at the same time, a lot of people don't like what I'm going to say. And I assume you have heard the phrase "controversy sells," right?
Yep.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. Controversy sells, correct. But by pissing people off, and I say all of this knowing that I will come across as a hypocrite when I say it. But let me be clear that I'm not saying that I was ever right in this front. I'm saying that I have learned pissing people off limits your market. Anything you do that pisses some group of people off will limit your options for who you can work with and what you can work on. So I say the number one thing is when you're just starting out, be polite, be respectful, and most of all, be helpful. Go out of your way to do things that are not expected of you, and push your expectations a bit. You know, if they think you're gonna deliver such and such product, deliver that faster, deliver it sooner with features they weren't expecting but are valuable. You know, give people a reason to remember who you are, to recommend you to other people. And that's the quickest way you get them. On the second question, how you find people. A lot of that is luck. I'll be honest with you, a lot of it's luck. I can't really speak to it because I'll be honest with you. I found people by going to one Fed, and most of my friend group are people who were there from they've been with me since. So find a group that you fit in and stick with them. I mean, obviously don't stick with people who are bad for you. Like, bad for you would hurt your reputation, hurt, you know, your potential in the community. But find a group and get close with people, because those people will stick by you. And that's the biggest come to, is people will stick by you, people will recommend you, people know people. Find that group in a Fed, in a even just in like small communities. Once you find that group, I mean, at that point you're gonna grow and you're gonna meet people who can help you.
So you've been around the block, obviously, when it comes to federations. What do you see as some of the top federations, just overall inconsistency over time, and what would you also consider to be the best pro wrestlers in your opinion?
Right now, and I recommend this Fed to basically everybody. And again, no, I promise, no bias. This is not just because I'm friends with Chris. Check out UPW. UPW is fantastic. I haven't been actively at a Fed show in quite some time, but I mean, I have been shown videos, I've watched content. I don't actively tend to go because a lot of them try to put me in roles on the show, and I don't want that. So, but UPW is one of the few shows that I was checking out consistently for a while because it was genuinely interesting. Feds from the past that I was a big fan of that are no longer active, I have just a couple. UXW is quite good. Say what you will about them. I have very conflicting opinions about Neo and how all of that has happened, but the Fed was always really good. I'll always give them credit. They put on a banger of a show. And one other, I don't know if they're currently running, I think they are, NGW. Good, like, it's a smaller sort of Fed. They don't tend to draw in like massive numbers, I don't think. Whenever I was still actively pro wrestling, I was the junior heavyweight champion for a short time. I recommend them as well. They're quite top tier, I'd say. But those are my.
All right, here's the big question: is pro wrestling dying?
No, I don't have to hesitate. I didn't hesitate at all. Pro wrestling will never die. So long as there are wrestling fans who play Roblox, there will always be pro wrestling in some form or another. This community began in places that didn't have tools, in places that just had a chat bar and a bunch of characters walking around in a square. If a community can survive with that, this community can survive it. Honestly, I thought if the copyrighted music removal couldn't kill this community, and it really hasn't. It really hasn't changed all that much. I mean, people have had to adapt heavily. If that couldn't kill this community, nothing will. It'll live forever.